Hello, welcome back to another video. What do we have today? We have the man, the myth, the legend herself, some Leaflet. Let's get into it.
She's back, guys.
Oh no.
She's back.
I saw a little bit. This is up to here is like what I saw just a little bit. I was like, well, what's going on? And I was like, oh, we're here now. I see. All right. This will be a fun one.
Hillary Clinton slammed Trump for insisting
I'll learn it.
that Americans have more kids, arguing that it's what immigrants. Wait.
That is a wild fucking statement, dude. Holy shit, dude. This is oh my god, dude. If you needed any more proof that Democrats don't give two fucks about the American people, they were straight from the horse's mouth. Let's see.
No.
Let's see what she says, though. Let's see what she says. Let's see if they're just paraphrasing,
No
or
way you said that out loud.
or if she actually says that.
Posted the other day this very blatant effort to
Is this
basically
my mouse?
send a
No.
message, most exemplified by Vance and Musk and others, that, you know, what we really need from you women are more children. And what that really means is you should go back to doing what you were born to do, which is...
No. What? No. You can, she's gonna say to go back to being a traditional housewife. It's like, you can still have kids and have a job. What? Like what? I don't know where they get this idea where if you have a kid, that means you suddenly need to become a traditional housewife. Like what? I have a brother and my mom still works. Like, come again? 2 kids and my mom's still working. So I don't know. Like, that argument is stupid. It's just a stupid argument that just because you have kids, you have to be a trad wife. That's what she says. It's gonna fucking
to produce more children.
Okay.
And they are talking about, you know, cash benefits for the more children you have. This has been tried, by the way, in other countries.
They should move the tax benefit from marriage onto kids, I think. I think that solves so many problems. The reason why is because so there's like a lot.
True. Let's see what she says.
Like, you know, like the whole thing with like gay marriage. It's actually I personally believe that it's it shouldn't be allowed for there to be a benefit for only one type, only like you know, marriage between a man and a woman legally, basically, because what the claim is, this is the claim that everybody makes on the right, and here I might disagree with some of the people in chat here, but the argument on the right is that the reason why marriage between a man and a woman is important is because it facilitates like the rearing of children. It causes children to be born, and they say that has an inherent value over like a gay marriage, and that's their logic behind it, right? The problem with that is then
I can see the logic behind it. Yeah. I can see it, and I can see where she's headed with moving it from marriage to children. I can see what she's saying, and I see where she's headed with this.
You can argue that, like, well, there's a lot of straight couples that don't have kids, and what about infertile women? That there's nothing in there.
You can adopt.
Because marriage would therefore, like, it would be unfair because of the tax break. Because there's a tax break when you get married, and the argument is that tax break is unfair for only like straight couples.
Oh my god!
And I actually agree with them on that. I think that is unfair. In the
it is unfair. It's also slightly discriminatory that only straight couples can get these benefits. Moving the benefits to not marriage but to kids makes total sense. The argument that there are some women who are infertile, okay, adopt. You can adopt a child. Adoption is an option, but the issue with adoption is that it is such a fucking hassle to try and adopt a child because of all the paperwork and all the visits and all this other shit that has to happen before. And I know because a friend of my aunt's tried to adopt a kid as well, and she had to go through so much shit.
Eyes of the law. I think the way that you can solve this is just by taking away the tax benefit from being married and move it to having kids. So now, like, your tax benefit is based on how many kids you have, rather than if you get married or not. I think that's a good solution, because then it's fair, right? It's fair to everybody. There's no
You know what's funny? We can actually do this already. All we have to do is move all the programs that we have for undocumented people that do the exact same thing. Just come over here and start having kids for the benefits of like food stamps and all that shit. We could just give those fucking benefits that we're giving them for some reason to the American citizens and the legal immigrants that came here legally. Just a thought, you know, since they do it all over California, but for people who aren't even citizens,
No, like
it's a little weird.
There's no like.
That's a discussion for another video.
Like the laws of the United States, legally, there's no special benefit for straight couples in that case, right? So that's why I think that's why I think
it would also leave in the playing field.
Countries, and it has not worked, or medals if you have 6 children. While they're
I like how she says that there's countries that it has not worked, but she doesn't give an example. Like usually if you want to prove your point, you should give an example like I did. You know, because I've seen it. Literally my neighbors.
contemplating
or you could do hybrid. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with a little hybrid. A little
True.
hybrid, a little bit of both. Yeah, I think
True.
like kind of taking away some of it and like kind of moving it. Yeah, I'd be okay with that too.
Yeah, split the benefits.
cutting Medicaid, while they have no interest in paid family leave or funding quality child care. They're cutting Head Start. I mean, you go down the list of all the programs that support child rear.
Iron Tiger said sounds good to me, though the childish libertarian in me doesn't think the government should be involved in marriage at all. Yeah, I think for the most part I agree with you, Iron Tiger. For the most part I agree with you. Again, the argument is that like the tax benefit makes it easier to like, you know, have kids, which is again is the reason why I say that the tax benefit should be for the kids, not the marriage itself.
It would also like there's also this other thing that I just thought of. Like if the tax benefits go from marriage to the kid, it would help so many couples that aren't married and have kids, you know, that choose to have a kid but not get married then and there because they can't afford the wedding and all that jazz, or even just the documents to get a court marriage. Like this would help out a lot for the situations like that as well. I also feel like this would help out a lot of single mothers and single fathers, both, you know, or kids who are raised by their grandparents because their parents are in jail. You know, the money will go to the grandparents because they're the sole provider. This could help out a lot of ways if you move the tax benefits instead of it being marriage to having kids.
And the care of children, and create, you know, some safety net for women who are in the workforce, the formal workforce, as well as.
Okay, all right, you introduce a bill where you move the benefits from marriage to becoming benefits for having kids. You introduce a type of tax break where you're, or when you have your first kid, you can get a tax break for a house or something like that, or a loan. The bank gives you a loan, something like that, you know, where you can get a house so that way you have a place for the family. There could be another tax break where it shaves a few dollars a month from your other bills, like your car payment, your gas payment, so that way you have money. They could also send you the food stamp card that has been passed around as an idea for the longest time that I don't know why we haven't implemented, where they send you a card and every month funds go into that card, but you could only use it on like expenses for the kids. So like if the kid needs diapers, you can use it for that. If the kid needs, and it adjusts for inflation automatically. So that way if the price of diapers goes up, guess what? The amount you get in the card goes up to compensate for that for the inflation. You have more kids, you get more money in the card. But once they turn 18, you stop receiving money for that child. Only that one, only the one that turns 18. That's how I think it should be. That would be a great way, and it would solve so many issues. And I feel like it would just make people feel more equal to one another, you know?
You know,
It also, like she said, throws out that argument that Republicans, the hardcore Republicans, try to use against gay marriage for like, oh, the sanctity of having children and all that shit, you know?
raising children. So this is another performance about concerns they allegedly have.
What about couples that have children in the wedlock? Wouldn't
Oh,
you
yeah,
propose
see?
weaken the sanctity of marriage? The problem is we're gonna have to pay for those kids anyway.
Yeah.
That's like a thing that we're gonna have to fix culturally, I think. Hey Ragnar, thank you for the bits. How many kids do you have?
Like, I hate that statement because it implies that, like, just because it's out of wedlock doesn't mean you'll eventually get married. Like, what happens if it's out of wedlock, but you actually do want to get married and you just can't afford it yet, but you have a kid now? I feel like that would help out a lot, like I said earlier. But at the same time, I can see the whole, like, it would have, like, but like, okay, so here they say tax breaks scaling with childbirth and revoked on divorce. I don't think. If anything, then let's just bring back no at-fault divorce or whatever it was, where no matter why you get divorced, you don't get anything. Simple as that. That takes away the whole incentive of divorce, where divorce is only done for like the extreme situations where your partner's abusive in some way, shape, or form, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you know? But let's see. Yeah, like I've seen this shit. Like what they're stating here, how many kids you have, looks at those women who have 5 kids with 5 different men and ask yourself if that really contributing to society. Yeah, I agree with that, because that's actually what some immigrants do. No, I won't say all, but some illegal immigrants do that to abuse the system. They'll come here, they'll start having kids, and because the kids are citizens, they get the benefits of like not social security, of like food stamps and Section 8 housing and all that government assistance while still being an illegal, which in my opinion is completely fucking stupid and ridiculous.
I've looked at those women who have 5 kids, 5 different men, and ask yourselves, is that really contributing to society? I mean, I think that the kids, so for the kids themselves, I don't think they should be judged for the circumstances from which they are born. I think
I agree.
We should as a society care for the kids, even if
even if they're just being
parents
used.
fucked up, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that the kids deserve.
This is a don't blame the kids for the parents being shitty. That's essentially what you're saying. Just like the kids didn't choose to be born into a family, quote unquote family. And by family, I mean a woman who just wants to shit out kids for the benefits. Like, they didn't choose that. But what we can do is help shape their future and mold their futures, so that way they can see that this is wrong and that you shouldn't do this. You start by teaching this in school, actually. You teach this shit in high school as a fucking as a mandatory class.
To like have a damned life because we don't want to
make it part of health
because of
or government,
some shit that their parents did.
If you want to teach the whole tax shit, make it a part of the government class. If you want to be a part of like health and all that, then make it part of the biology class.
And I think that I think it's something that we have to like look at culturally, because regardless, like, I think it's bad to just like let those kids like starve and stuff. It's not going to help society, I think. Like it doesn't solve. I mean, what's the solution? Like what's the solution? Like what is it? What do you want to do about it? Right? Like do we just forget about them and then like let them grow up in a shitty situation and then end up as criminals? Like do we want that? Like it seems like a bad.
Leaflet's looking
bad
at the bigger
idea.
picture. She's trying to see how to fix everything.
Exploit this to have just. Damn it! I don't care. Split the benefits per person. Thus, if you have 8 kids, you owe the government nothing, but the baby mamas get the money instead.
Wait, what?
It says derp derp. The solution is they don't incentivize low income people to pump several babies, as they'll know they'll get paid for it. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's like.
But we do that already.
There are
anyway,
people.
don't we?
Yeah,
I feel like on the
We do. Like, I've already stated this. They're saying that people will abuse it, but here in California, people are already abusing it. And it's not even fucking citizens who get the most out of it. It's illegal immigrants, because California is a sanctuary city. And California just really loves illegal immigrants for some reason.
a lot of cases, we incentivize people to be on welfare. It's a rough issue.
For family life. But if you had read the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, despite
Oh my
Trump saying he
fucking
knew nothing
God,
about it, if you
dude.
read it, it's all in there. It's all in there. Return to the family, the nuclear family. Return to being a
Wait, hold up,
Christian, saying he knew nothing about it. Heritage family have for another performance about that for women.
She's
who
scrolling forward or
are in
back?
the workforce, the formal workforce, as well as
Okay.
raising children. So this is another performance about concerns they allegedly have for family life. But if you had read the Heritage Foundation's Project 2025, despite Trump saying he knew nothing about it,
Why the fuck do they keep talking
Yeah. I'm so glad she rewound and was like, wait a minute, did you do the thing that I think you just said? Yeah, again with Project 2025. We're how many months in? It's May already. January, February, March, April, May. We're 5 fucking months in. Trump was sworn in fucking February. So we're technically 4 months into his presidency. So do you not think he would have already launched this whole Project 2025 thing if he wanted to? Like, look at the things he's done and the things he's already started to do. Where's the start of Project 2025? He hasn't done anything with regards to Project 2025, and he himself has stated that he has nothing to do with Project 2025. I don't know why the fuck they keep going to this, dude. It's like they try to make 2025 their scapegoat, when in reality we've all seen that that's exactly what they're doing.
They're fucking obsessed with this shit.
Yeah, they are.
if you had read it, it's all in there. It's all in there. Return to
I don't give a fuck about 2025. I didn't Project 2025. I didn't read it. I don't give a shit about
Yeah.
it. Just like Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
family, the nuclear family, return to being
Wait, hold on.
earned
Wait,
to,
what?
about it. If you had read it, it's all in there.
Okay,
it's all
what's
in
it- it's
there.
all in there? What's in
Return to the family, the nuclear family.
Wait, based? Wait, what?
Oh my God. I would love to be able to return to the nuclear family. Are you shitting me? Being able to afford a house, a brand new car, and have money left over for like holidays and vacations and shit like that with the family? Who wouldn't want that? Fuck yeah, let's go back to the nuclear family where only one person has to work and they don't have to slave away with overtime. Where you can make a decent living, where when fucking milkmen were able to support and sustain a family of 4 or 5. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go back to that. I love that, actually. Fuck yeah.
Christian nation,
Uh-huh.
return to
What's wrong with-
producing a lot of children,
Okay.
which is sort of odd because
Wait, where's the bad part?
Yeah, well, what about all of that is bad?
the people who produce the most children in our country are immigrants, and they want to deport them. So none of this adds.
Crazy thought, but maybe the immigrant. No. Fuck you. Suck my dick, you crusty white bitch. It's not immigrants. It's illegal immigrants that we're sending back. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bitch. No, I'm not taking that. I almost said some stupid shit, and I was like, no, wait. She said immigrants. No, she's deporting illegal immigrants who have crossed the country into this country illegally. Legal immigrants have nothing to fear. They're perfectly safe. As a matter of fact, weren't y'all shitting on the South Africans that were trying to come over here seeking asylum because they're white Africans? That's pretty racist, if you ask me. But please do go on about the immigrants, when Trump literally was telling African refugees that they are safe and allowed to come to our country. Please do go on. Please do go on.
Producing a lot of children, which is sort of odd because the people who produce the most children in our country are immigrants, and they want to deport them. So none of this adds up. But
illegal,
That's wild.
Illegal immigrants.
Yeah. I'm glad she said it too.
Deport illegal immigrants. Hold on.
Yeah, even I was like, wait a fucking minute.
Return to, producing a lot of children, which is sort of odd because the people who produce the most children in our country are immigrants.
Holy shit.
So none of this adds up. But, one of the reasons why our economy...
Wait.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, that MS-13 gang member with all those tattoos that you can only get once you start killing people for that gang, that's who they want here. Yeah, apparently the murderers are the ones. Oh my god, dude.
Wait. So wait, they want? Hold on, they want.
Welcome to my world, Leaflet.
She's saying that she.
It's sort of odd because.
So if she's hold on. So she's criticizing. Okay, so she's saying that people want more kids, and she's saying that illegal immigrants make the most kids, and that
it's wild.
That the other side that the Trump side wants to deport them.
That's a wild leap in logic. It doesn't.
They want to deport them because they're illegal, not because
they're pumping out kids.
Wait, why would you want to keep them just because they're still illegal? Wait, what?
The people who produce the most children in our country are immigrants. And want to deport them. So none of this adds up. But
it's funny because we're not deporting legal immigrants. We're deporting illegal immigrants.
This person almost president.
Yeah.
This is fucking insane.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh my god! You know what's so funny? I was watching South Park and I watched season 20. I was like, man, I want to watch some South Park. I clicked season 20, and I was like, I'll watch from here. And I watched the entire season, and it was season 20 came out during the Hillary Trump run, and they just make fun of Hillary for being a turd sandwich. And just like, oh my god, dude, you can just see where they got all their material from. What the fuck even is this?
One of the reasons why our economy did so much better than comparable advanced economies across the world is because we actually had a replenishment, because we had a lot of immigrants, legally and undocumented, who...
But they're not the same, though.
They're not the same.
Had a, larger than normal, by American standards, family. So this is...
Welcome to my world, Leaflet. I'm so glad you understand what I have to put up with.
Bro.
Did so much better than adds
Sorry,
up.
It's so much worse if you live in a state like California where you can actually see it all in play and see just how abused it is by undocumented fucking illegal immigrants, dude. It's so fucking it's just nasty as shit, dude. And it's even worse because then you go to downtown LA or central LA and you see nothing but homeless and shit, right? And you're just like, god damn, there's so many homeless and whatnot. Why don't we build it's like fuck the American citizen, but oh my god, these holy illegal immigrants that are breaking the law to get into our country, and some of them have even committed several crimes such as rape and murder because they're fucking gang members and shit. They're so holy and we need them here, but fuck the American citizen, right? They could go out on the streets and die for all we care. Fuck them. They can be homeless, but not so stupid. Their argument is stupid.
Who produce the most children in our country are immigrants, and they want to deport them. So none of this adds up. But one of the reasons why our economy did so much better than comparable advanced economies across the world is because we actually had a replenishment, because we had a lot of immigrants legally and
undocumented. That's wild, dude.
I thought that was a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up.
Remember the conspiracy that the left was trying to replace the Americans with illegal immigrants? Would you look at that? But you look at that, straight from the horse's mouth.
Didn't they say that that was a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they themselves said that they didn't want to shuffle in immigrants and shit and do all this shit with it. Yeah. Yeah. And now they're saying that they want to shuffle them in.
There was this quote unquote conspiracy theory that
or it could be a different one.
They really pushed like against this, like in the during the elections and stuff. Like at any time it's like politically.
Oh, is it? Was I right? Is she gonna say the whole like they bring in undocumented immigrants to swing the votes and then they throw them into these Republican states so that way they turn blue? Is that what she's gonna say? Oh, please tell me that's what you're about to say.
They say that that there are a lot of people who have a conspiracy theory of this thing called the Great Replacement Theory, which is the idea that the government is trying to basically replace the populations basically with immigrants, because having more immigrants is good for business. And
same difference, I guess.
Is like that they're
almost like what I said.
The current population with populations from outside, so that they can keep making money.
I mean, the thing is, you can't call it a conspiracy anymore when it's been proven true. Like, I'm sorry, but in the UK, Christians can't silently pray in their own fucking head in front of an abortion clinic, but you can have a Muslim preaching into the microphone like all their beliefs and how, like, it's so stupid, dude.
She like literally just said it, like,
yeah,
like in plain.
Oh, but that's not what the world governments are trying to do.
Astro God, thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Undocumented higher than comparable advanced economies
so stupid, dude.
The world is because we actually had a replenishment, because we had a lot of it.
Dude, like every conspiracy theory is coming true. When is Nibiru gonna come true?
When is Nibiru?
When are we getting when are we getting the Planet X, Nibiru, and then the
lining of the stars
that want gold, and then we can finally sell all our gold to the aliens for like ancient, for like advanced tech. When is that happening?
You know what'd be funny? If that one South Park episode that got banned, the fucking one with I forgot what it was called. Shit. It's essentially a copy of the pilot episode where Cartman gets an anal probe, but instead he shits out the satellite and they retrack it and they find out that Earth is actually being broadcasted to like the entire universe, and that planet Earth is actually just a mix of all these different races from these different planets thrown together just to see what the fuck would happen. I swear to God, it'd be so funny. It'd be so funny, yet ironic if something like that were true. Where obviously it's not like every fucking person comes from, like there isn't a planet full of only Mexicans and a planet full of only fucking French people, and there's the Jubilees or fucking whatever they were called, the Jewish aliens and shit. Like, obviously not something like that, but it would be fucking wild if it's like, oh yeah, some advanced alien race created us and shoved us here on this planet just to see what the fuck would happen, and they've just been broadcasting it. I would not be amazed. I would not be surprised.
Where's the Anunnaki coming?
Yeah.
Legally and undocumented.
Flying spaghetti monster.
Had
There's a damn aliens.
Larger than normal by American standards, family. So this is
so
just
wild.
Another one of their, make America great again by returning to the lifestyles and the economic arrangements.
Trump is pushing for Americans to be Americans again, and that's bad, is what I'm hearing.
Of not just the 1950s. I mean, let's keep going back as far as we can, and see what happens.
What did I just watch?
Yeah, that was wild. That was
watch, dude. That's so crazy.
Holy shit! I can't believe she just said that. In it, it's wild that they shit straight from the horse's mouth. Straight from the horse's mouth. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube shows, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later. Oh my fucking God. Bro. I tweeted this and I got a fucking... Oh my God, I love this so much. Oh my god, I love it. First a leaf flip follow, and now it's smug a lot of interaction. Oh my god, I feel like a child on Christmas.